Hey guys, and welcome to Brew Stories, an old guide to the best places to buy beer this side of the River Tyne.
That's right, we're going on a mini tour of Newcastle and the outlying areas to some of our favourite places, bottle shops, delis, that sort of place. And we're going to meet the people, ask them why they're doing what they're doing, and hopefully sample some of their product.
So come with us and find out why Newcastle is quickly becoming the capital of craft.
Let's go.
So you're straight in this train station, make a right
Into the doors, turn right, down past Sainsbury's, and you go to the next shop down.
and I guess we want to know really what made you want to open a bottle shop and what makes you guys unique.
We've always had a passion for beer, myself especially, and we know there's some fantastic local beers at the moment.
Yeah.
This range here, best selection we've ever had in the North East, as far as I would say. And our core thing was to have all of the local beers all of the time, and then supplement it with some of the best beers from around the country and from all the rest of the world.
Excellent.
We've also got on to doing some local spirits these days. We did a couple of gins to start with as a sideline, and they were so popular that I think we've now got 18 different local gins. We've got local rum from Alec, and we've also got 3 local vodkas.
You guys obviously located in the train station, so people can come and get some train beers and take those away.
Well, we see ourselves as being the train beer specialist in Newcastle. The fridge is full of decent cold ones. We offer plastic glasses for people if they take bottles and stuff on the train as well. And they are very popular. Just people going somewhere for a trip. We get people going home from work on a Thursday, Friday, and come and do their shopping here as well.
Cheers guys.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Well, thank you to Bruce and Donna there at CentrAle. That's a great place to get your beers.
It is, it's a wonderful place. Next up, we're off to Glug, which is a fantastic food and drink shop on Granger Street.
Yeah.
It's a brand new shop, it's only been open a month or so. Yeah, so let's go.
Let's go.
Well, thanks for having us, and I guess we just want to know really what's your story and what makes you unique.
We set up Glug, or we set up Brew 10 years ago, this May. We had a tiny little shop just selling basic ingredients, trying to get people cooking. We then moved to a bigger shop, more ingredients, more fresh food. And then 5 years ago, we became the very first licensed premises ever in the Granger market.
Do you guys kind of specialise in food and pairing beers?
Yeah, we sell a lot of our beers and wines based on people coming in for food that they're having. The beer is a little bit different, but people are increasingly coming in saying, I want to cook something like a great stew, what would you recommend? Or I'm having a curry tonight, what would you recommend? As well as just trying the beers as well. So we do try and do a lot of pairings. The good thing about moving to this new shop is that we can actually combine things together.
So downstairs you have an area where you can do some food demonstrations or brewery days?
Yeah, that's the sort of stage 2 in our process here. We're developing downstairs as an event space. We're hoping, fingers crossed, to get some guys across from Westmoreland this year to do a beer and cheese tasting event. Yeah, really good.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Really good.
Great, yeah.
Rolling forward.
Yeah, well, that's great. Well, thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Well, thanks to Ian there at Glug.
Yeah.
Our next journey is
Champion Bottling Tap, which is in the heart of Heaton, just off Chilly Road.
just over there, in fact.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Let's go.
So James, tell me about your shop and what makes you unique.
So we are a very small bottle shop in Heaton. One of the things that we try and do is push to get the kind of most unusual, freshest, and rarest beers. We also, in terms of our draft beer, we're the only place in Newcastle that's got a counter-pressure filling our growlers. We also, I think we were the first bottle shop in the country to get a canning machine.
Which is great.
So we do all our 500ml fills into cans.
Well, that's a great idea. I've had one of them before and it's fantastic. What's unique about your selection of beers over everybody else?
What we try and do is kind of cherry pick either the freshest in terms of the IPA, try and get them as soon as possible after packaging, or the most unusual, try and find people that don't occur very often or a very small batch, like sort of the most unusual, most interesting, freshest, rarest, kind of the real sort of high-end sort of market type thing.
Is there a big call for that? Is there?
I mean, we get like the kind of real sort of craft beer geeks coming in, like messages like, you get this in and you get this in, which is with yourselves. Like, and I mean, a lot of our custom, I mean, particularly around eating, is kind of what we call cool dads.
Yeah.
So the kind of the
Yeah, it's me.
exactly people that probably don't go out into town as much as they used to, but they still like to have like a nice beer. We weren't sure kind of who we would get, but that seems to be the kind of people
Right.
we've kind of got. And weirdly, the slightly more expensive beers were what we sold more of. Let's get more specialist stuff, more and more, and like we get people coming in and they'll just grab just a handful of like it'll be every week because what's fresh, what's new. Big format, 440ml cans really popular, like 4 or 5 of them. That'll see you through for a meeting or a weekend. Those are our sort of key customers as well.
So that's part one of the best places to buy beer in this area.
Yep. After we're looking for new places all the time, new places to go to, new places to discover, new places to buy and drink beer. So drop us a line, let us know if you know one that we haven't mentioned.
Because after all,
We do this.
for the love of beer.
Cheers, guys.
This is unbelievably difficult.
Every single time.
We're trying. Look at this all like that.
Yeah.
This is great. So there's a bit of travelling footage.
Oh no!
It's really hard because every time you do this, it spins off to one side.